Hello everybody, this is me Gibbon, and in this video I'm going to answer a few questions that one of my Fiverr clients asked. They are very good questions, and I decided to answer here to be able all of you to hear them. The first question is the most interesting for me, and it is if the acupuncture is better than Paida in unblocking the blockages. And I said that I can answer very long on this question, but in short, I think that Paida is 10 times better. Because, first of all, acupuncture in these days is super westernized. It is not like it used to be. It is like they learn acupuncture in this kind of way. So you have name of disease, and you have the points to treat this disease, and it is not like that. It wasn't like that before, um, because this is a Western way of making these things. For example, when I had this super strong shoulder injury before, I decided, because I knew about Paida, but I didn't practice then because of my old neighbors, because of the noise. So I decided to go to acupuncturist. First of all, it was super expensive for me. It was $20 per session, and my salary then was $400. So it was a lot, and you need to go 14 days. Then he only placed the needles on my shoulder, and it wasn't that holistic way of practicing. And this guy is said that it's one of the best acupuncturists in this country. He's Chinese. He's Chinese, studied in China, and has tens of years of experience here in Bulgaria. So it's the most recommended traditional Chinese doctor here. And it didn't help a lot for the shoulder. And on the day 5 on my therapy, I decided just to make little longer session of Paida. And I slept 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes on the armpit, and 10 minutes right here on the back. And hello, Justin. So yeah, I did that, and the effect was better than this 5 days going to the acupuncturist. It is it's amazing. It was amazing, and I decided, okay, I probably wasting my time going to this acupuncturist, because Paida is so simple way of helping yourself, and in the same time super effective. What do I mean? Acupuncture is amazing. It goes deep. It cleans deeper the blockages than Paida. You need a lot of Paida to reach that simple needling in one point. You know. So acupuncture is better in this deep unblocking. But you can do it wrong, even if you are licensed traditional Chinese doctor. If you finished Chinese medicine university or educational problems, you can do it wrong in many ways. But Paida, you can't do it wrong. The only way to do Paida wrong is just to slap a few slaps. So this is not Paida. But Paida, you are always doing it right, and you are always unblocking yourself. It is so simple and so effective. Everyone can do it the right way. And that's why I think Paida is at least 10 times better than traditional Chinese medicine, than acupuncture, sorry. Not because acupuncture is weak way of treatment. No, it is super hardcore, super good way of treatment, but it's so hard to learn. Even for an experienced traditional Chinese doctor, it's very hard to really understand the real blockage of the person, and to unblock it and restore the health. When you go to traditional Chinese medicine doctor, he needs to check your pulse, need to ask questions about what you eat, how you sleep, what are you working, do you have a lot of stress, and it's a lot of things, and he needs to discover which element in your body from the five elements is more or less. Do you have excessive wind, excessive cold, excessive heat? Things like that. It's very hard for the doctor. The doctor is super hard. I'm very happy with this course because finally people started to practice as I want, and this was the thing that was missing. To be with these people the full 30 minutes and to make the things for every day, the practice for every day. So yeah, the other question this guy asked is does Master Chao recommends vegetarian diet because he's feeling good when he eats meat, and he finds meat good for his health. Master Shao does not recommend things like this. He recommends to the diet to be mostly vegetarian, but not absolute vegetarian meal. And the only thing he recommends is the food to be simple. By simple, what do we mean? To have one main ingredient, for example, rice, and the other things are in to be just a little, and to be just there to make the food tastier. This is all he recommends and does not talk a lot about food and eating. I'm the same, but I'm actually not the best guy to talk about diet because I drink alcohol and I eat junk. uh, so I'm not that type of guy that will give advices on food. And but this is good to know because that I don't have a diet, because I still have these very good results despite I drink. And yeah, I actually drink daily. I'm not a heavy drinker, but I every day I drink a few drinks, 1, 2, 3 drinks every day. Not proud of this, but just wanted you to know. Don't think of me as some kind of asket. Maybe in Bulgaria is this kind of person that does nothing, that makes the pleasure, the pleasure from food, like does not eat junk, does not have sex, does not drink alcohol and things like this. So yeah, this is about the diet. I have nothing to say because I don't have a diet. I gave up of it is good to have a diet, but I'm not that type of guy that is keeping diets. It's hard for me. So the another question was that if I think to make a yoga 30 days yoga course, and I got motivated by this first course. I think that this course will be one of the best of my courses, but I really got motivated, and I'll probably should at least 2 more courses. And because I know that Paida is not for everyone, and Paida got, in my opinion, only one bad thing, because when I think like Paida versus yoga, and this is like yoga is opens your mind more, um, makes you feel happier than with Paida. Paida is very good also, but yoga is better in this thing here in the mind. Helps for the sexual problems as well, but I think that it's with bigger ups and downs. Sometimes you are on the top, sometimes it's like you don't have any effect. when practicing yoga. But it's still good. It's still good solution in my opinion. It still helps a lot. And actually, if you ask me this thing, I'm planning to do 30 days yoga course. It will be way easier to do with way less effort to do than this hardcore Paida course that I've made. But in the same time, I don't know which would be better. To be honest, I think that Paida is a little better because it's if 100 men does yoga and 100 men does Paida, I think that that are doing Paida will be like with more effect. But anyways, the yoga will still be very good. And the other type of course that I'm planning to do is actually related with some guys that talk with me. I realized that huge part of the guys, they have problems with porn addiction. This is something that I've never had. But I had other types of addictions. I used to have them, and I still have some. Of course, every human being is addictive in some way to something, but in some extent, I mean. But this course will be very good for the emotional part of the problem, and this course will be extremely effective on the emotions, and it will be not that long. I mean that I'm still wondering, but I think that it will be 10 days course, not 30 days. But you can keep doing it and doing it. It will be mostly with meditational practices. I cannot say when this thing will be done because I still need to record some of the videos for this 30 days course. I have 8 videos left to record for this course that I've just made. No one is getting to day 20 till now, so I have enough time to shoot them. But this course will be very good for this type of guys that have this addiction and that have that they are not feeling happy. They are always obnoxious, and when they think of sex, it's like they think of big problem. It will be very good. And of course, if you want, you can combine these two things, Pythagorian and this course. It will be mwah, but it will be a lot of time of practicing every day. I realized this thing. Let me see what Justin said in the chat. Here, practice on this orange for 10 years before you get to touch a person. Here, practice with this orange for 10 years before you get to touch a person. I wish I knew what this should mean, because I understand English a little bit, but when it comes to some kind of jokes, I'm super slow and dumb. Here, practice on this orange material. Oh my God, I get it. Jesus Christ, practice on this orange. Well, we are happy that my practices are not like this with the orange. Here in Bulgaria, we are making this joke with the hole with putting a hole in the watermelon. Okay. Thanks so much for your watching. I hope I answered these questions. I decided to answer these questions here because this guy asked them on Fiverr, but I think that the answer is interesting for all the people. Old school acupuncture thing. Oh, yeah. Actually, the acupuncturists are very brave. They're starting to put a needles on themselves, as they told me, like someone in the university, and start to practice. And from the first day, they are starting to put the needles on their own bodies. Okay, guys. Thank you for your watching, and see you in the next video. I'm very happy when you ask me interesting questions. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.